Students, here we are starting our new lesson, metals and non-metals. In the periodic table, out of 118 elements, 95 elements are metals, 17 are non-metals and 6 are metalloids. Metalloids are those elements which shows properties of both metals and non-metal. Now let us look at some important physical properties of metal. The first one I am going to discuss here is metallic luster. We use gold and silver as ornament. It's because of its shiny appearance. So metallic luster is also mean the shining appearance of the metals. Metal in their pure state have shining surface and this property is known as metallic luster. Here in this figure you can see the gold which is having a shining surface. Next property is hardness. Metals are considerably much harder and this hardness may vary from one metal to another. There are few metals like lithium, sodium and potassium that can be cut with a knife. They are not much harder. The next property is malleability. Metal can be beaten into thin sheet. The examples are gold and silver. In this figure you can see that we are hammering a block of gold and it is then made into a thin sheet form. Gold is considered as the most malleable metal. Next property is ductility. The ability to draw into thin wire is came to be known as ductility. Here I have given a figure. You can see the thin copper wire here. And it is known that from 1 gram of gold you can make 2 kilometer length of wire. Just imagine how much will be 1 gram of gold and how much will be this 2 kilometer of length. Then you will understand the ductility of gold. And gold is considered as the most ductile element. Metals are good conductors too. They are good conductors of heat and electricity. We use the electric line with copper. Silver and copper are good conductors. We are not using silver because silver is much expensive. Lead, mercury are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Now it's comes sonority. The ability of metal to produce sound on being struck is called sonority. The next property is melting point. Metals are having high melting point. And there are few metals like gallium and cesium that can be melted in our palm. They are having low melting point. Now let us look at those properties of non-metal. If the non-metal is in solid form, they are soft and brittle. They are not malleable or ductile. Iodine is lustrous in nature. Carbon which exists in different allotropic form like diamond and graphite, and diamond is considered as the most hardest material that naturally available and which having highest melting and boiling point. Graphite is having a layered structure and it can easily conduct electricity. The others are some exceptions in non-metal which shows metallic character. Now we can discuss the important chemical properties of the metal. Here I have given a table which consists of the reactions with oxygen, water and acid. First we can discuss the reaction with oxygen. Metal react with oxygen to form metal oxide. Here in this reaction you can see that copper combined with oxygen to form its oxide. Here copper is in +2 oxidation state, it is cupric oxide. Likewise, aluminium combined with oxygen to form its oxide, that is aluminium oxide Al2O3. Metal oxides are basic in nature, but aluminium, zinc oxides are amphoteric in nature. Metal oxides are insoluble in water, but sodium and potassium dissolve to produce alkali. The potassium oxide and sodium oxides which dissolve in water to produce sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Now, when we are looking at the reactivity of this metal with oxygen, you can see that sodium and potassium which react vigorously with oxygen to produce its oxide. Aluminium, zinc, lead, which forms a thin layer of oxide. That oxide layer is formed, but so there will be no further oxidation. Gold, silver are considerably non-reactive, or they are inert towards this oxygen. Now let us look at the reaction with water. The metal react with water to form metal hydroxide and hydrogen. In this reaction, you can see that potassium combined with water to produce potassium hydroxide and hydrogen. These reactions are exothermic in nature, so the energy is liberated in this reaction. When we are looking at the reactivity, sodium and potassium react violently with water. Magnesium which not react with cold water, but it can react with hot water. Aluminium, zinc, iron not react with cold or hot water, but they react with steam to produce metal oxide and hydrogen. Here metal oxide is formed, not metal hydroxide. Lead, copper, silver and gold have no reaction with water. Reaction with acid. The metal react with acid to form salt and hydrogen. The sodium metal which react with hydrochloric acid to form sodium chloride and hydrogen. These reactions are very explosive in nature. When we are looking the reactivity order, magnesium is having higher reactivity, then comes aluminium, zinc and then iron. These reactions that with both oxygen, water or acid, you can see that sodium, potassium which react much vigorously. Here sodium and potassium which react vigorously with oxygen, so these are stored in kerosene. Lithium is the most reactive one and it is stored in hydrocarbon sealant. These are about the chemical properties of the metal, and these chemical properties will depend upon the position of the metal in the reactivity series. So next we can discuss about the reactivity series in the next video. Thank you students for listening.